Morning, and another fine morning it is. Now you find me on the next job, which is we're doing 2 entrance piers that are going to hold electric gates. We've one in there, one in there. As you can see, we've made a start, and we didn't actually do the dig out. Bloke's groundkeeper done the dig out, so we've come in this morning with some mesh, some steel bars, because it's the weight of the gates and they're electric, the movement, basically these pads need to have some reinforcement in them. Then the starter bars are going to go up through the centre of the pier. Now it's a 2.5 brick pier, so it's 560 square. On top's going to have a blue, Staffordshire blue brick on edge, but I'm not going to say too much about that. I'm going to be doing something a little bit special in the top. But yeah, we're basically tying up the cutting up the mesh and forming a box like so. So forming a lid, 4 sides and a base, tying it all together with tying wire, putting these bars in, and then I'm just keeping the bars basically separated by just another square bit of mesh. And what we'll do is we'll get all these upright and clamped into position. I brought my bricklaying profiles with me, so what I'm going to do is actually put the profiles, clamp it to these uprights, get it bang on upright, clamp it, hold it in place, and then pour all the concrete. I'm going to do that both sides. But yeah, watch this space. I'm going to put some pictures on of the progress shots as always, and yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Right, there's still the cages, what I was just saying about. It's basically a box, and all that's done is out of 6mm sheets of mesh. Sheets coming 3.6 by 2.5 metres, and all we've done is cut it up. So obviously it fits in the pad where it's dug out. And then all we're going to do now is put 20mm bars, 4 of them, and tie it down into the top layer and the bottom layer. And that's basically how we're forming the reinforcement in these pads. I'll put a picture of it, and yeah, we're going to set the mixer up now and start knocking up some concrete. Right, so the crate's already tied up. One's already in the pad, started concreting. This is the second one, all finished. So basically we've used 6mm mesh to create a box, lid, a base, 4 sides, and then we've got some, I think it's 12 or 15mm bars, 3 metre lengths, and all we've done is just tied it all together, and that's going to go up the centre of the pier. Basically the brickwork, like I said earlier, is 560 square, so the brickwork will actually sit round, it will actually sit right round the outside of them bars. And as we're going up, the pier will get filled up with concrete as well, so it's going to be absolutely solid. So yeah, I'm going to get this one in the other pad now. Leon's busy mixing up the concrete and pouring. So yeah, I'm going to muck in with him now, and yeah, so I'll put some more pictures on. Quack, quack, quack. Yeah, not ideal weather, but we're almost there, to be honest. So you've seen the cages, you've seen me tie them. They're in, got it all, got 2 profiles, one either way, clamped it all up. Got the bars so where they actually come out of the ground are upright. The top a little bit over the show, but where it comes out the ground it's fine. And when we release the clamps, it'll spring back into position, and then we can fix them nice and upright just before we build the piers. So yeah, concrete pads in, 4 bars come out of the centre of the pier. I've measured it across. We've got to have 4 metres and sort of 5mm play either side, so basically 4 metres and 10 between the brickwork. What we'll do is when we're here tomorrow, our lay a course dry around 560 square around both sets of steels on top of the pad, and then put a string line across the front, so then the brickwork, the face of both piers will be perfectly true and nice and straight and parallel to each other, and then yeah, we'll be building the piers out, like I said, 560 square. We're going to get up so high, probably around sort of 900 high. We've got a cable that's going to go through here. There's a little old channel already, but we're going to basically just channel that out a little bit more. We've got the old fence post to get out. Just going to use a bit of a breaker and get that down, and that will end up having concrete in that area just to so there's not a big sort of pothole as such there as you drive in. And once that's all gone off, there's going to be shingle spread in the entrance. But yeah, these brickworks, there's going to be lights. Getting back to what I was on about with the cable, with the trench, it's going to be a little trench right through between the piers, cable going in. It's going to come up the inside of the pier, so it's going to go through a bed joint, come up the inside of the pier, and then back out, and that will then be a little light on each pier. So yeah, for now, apart from getting wet, there's not a lot more we can do. Leon's just knocking up the last little bit. Almost there now. We want 150 below finished ground level, because we want 2 course of brick in the ground, and then we're going to build up the piers. But we'll start the brickwork tomorrow. Hopefully the weather's better than today. It's a little bit hit and miss this week, but yeah, we just want to get cracking on now. And then later in the week, Thursday, Friday, I've got 60 square metres of driveway being dug out and prepped for me. So then Monday I can get in there and we'll be block paving. But for now, we're on this one. We're going to concentrate on this, get this finished today, get these pads concreted, get it all done. We'll have a bit of a tidy up. Skip should be going today. All the bricks are here, the sand's here, cement's here. We're just ready to go now. So yeah, all good. Watch this space, and if you don't see me again today, I'll be back out tomorrow. We'll be bringing the brickwork up. Good morning. Now we are Wednesday. We are back here on the piers. Concrete's all gone off. I'm just going to run you through what I've done. Now basically all I've done now is I've put a string line. We've got a string line going right through the front, obviously because we want the face of the piers to run true to the entrance. But all I've done is just run it out dry, so it's a 2.5 brick pier, so it's 560 square. All I've done is I've run it out dry, making sure that these steel rods fit in the middle. Done that both sides. I've then obviously uprighted, just using a level, uprighted down from this string line down onto the footing, just using a 2 foot level, and just hold it against the line and upright down onto the footing, either end at the string, put a pencil line, and then join the 2 lines up, run a pencil line right across. Now I've just run it out dry, the bricks against the pencil line, and then done that both sides, and then I've eyed that through with a string line. It looks perfect. Then we've had to measure between the piers. This is why I've put them up dry for now, because we need 4 meters and 20 mil between the brickwork to work for these gates. So we have now got 4 meters and, where are we? 4 meters and 20 mil from this brick here right across to this brick here. There's 4 meters and 20 mil. So now what I've done is marked the end of the brick on the pad either side, and now that's given the 4 meters and 20. So that's sort of how we've set it out. I'm going to start laying in a minute. I'm going to get first course round, then I'm going to measure the diagonals, making sure it's all the same, measuring all the sides, get it nice and square, because you start off square, start off right. As long as you're plumb, you can't really go far wrong. It's very easy on a pier to start off at the bottom, and then by the time you get to the top it's opened out and it's gone wider. Now there's a, I wouldn't say a schoolboy error, but obviously when you're taught to fill your perps up. Now on a pier, I try to just put a little bit of muck in as a perp, and then lay the bricks, and then fill all the perps at the end. Obviously your bed on the next course, some of that will drop in the perp, but I like to push all the perps in at the end. The reason being on that is if you fill your perp up as you're building up and up and up, and you're tapping one side to get it up right, tap the other side, all you're doing is pushing it out either way. Where if you've got just a little bit of muck in the perps, it allows for that movement and getting it up right. It'll just make your life much easier. So yeah, I'm going to crack on now. I'm going to start getting this first course round. Get that first course round, get it all nice and square, and then take some pictures, and yeah, and then me and Leon are both going to be on the trowel and hopefully get this pier up. Hello, and yeah, so what we've done here now, I let Leon build up majority of this pier this morning whilst I went and met ground workers on the other job. So yeah, both piers are up to height now. We've got the cable coming out the front, which is going to take the light, and then that sign will eventually, when it's all finished, end up on here. But what we're doing now is we're knocking up like a dry lean mixed concrete. We've cut the bars off, and we're just filling in now, and we're going to fill that flush to the top, and then we've got a tile crease in, and then a brick on edge done out of blues. So yeah, we're going to get on. We're going to get concrete in up these piers, and we'll catch up with you later on. Well, good morning. It's absolutely roasting already. I think it's only about 8:30. So yeah, we're finishing off these piers now. Yesterday, I must admit, I did slack on getting the old camera out. We were rushing around like Billy-O yesterday. I think we was here till nearly 5 o'clock, but that is the top of these piers. Now I said there was going to be something special on these. That is how I finish this off, with a Staffordshire blue engineering brick. Well, it's like a Staffordshire blue. It's a class B engineering brick, perforated. Now I made the mistake, I did buy some class A solid blue engineerings, thinking, oh yeah, you're going to see the holes on the end bricks. Well, you're not, because the way you turn them all in, you only see the ends, like you see the header. So you can do it all perforated if you need to. But yeah, look, that is an absolute thing of beauty. Now I've just jointed this one. I set them in yesterday, and I've come and jointed them this morning. I'll put a picture of the progress of jointing. It's done with like a real dry slash sort of dampish, so you can form a ball with the mortar, but you can crumble it back to powder. And I'm just putting that in with a little bit of feather edge, so putting it on, just compacting it all in, and then running the jointer over it, and then just brushing it off. And yeah, I've had a little go with the old dish sponge with the green like wiry mesh type thing. Just run that round on the tile creasing, just to clean up any bit of mortar that was on there from yesterday. But yeah, that's where we're at. I'm going to go over there and just joint the top of that one, and I'll put some pictures on of the finished job. But we will be heading from here over to Pembury. We've got a little window to take out and block up, so if you don't actually see me on video between now and then, you'll catch me on the next one, which is in Pembury. But yeah, I'm going to put some pictures on now of this job, of these finished piers. So like I just said with the sponge, all we're doing is it's one of these, and I'm just going over the tile creasing, just getting any muck off like this here, just run over it and it comes off nice and easy as that. Just be a little bit careful, you don't want to obviously take out the joint that you've done, but yeah, just getting off bits like this, just there we are, you know, just neatens it up. So we're going to do that all the way around, get everything off. This side, as you see, I haven't even started there yet, but just get it off, then yeah, it looks so much smarter.